Today is Yom Kippur. It's the holiest day on the Jewish calendar. As Christians, can we participate in that? You betcha. And here it is from Hebrews chapter 9. Jesus has come into the temple in the heavens and has made the sacrifice for us. This is what Yom Kippur is all about, our day of atonement, where Christ gives the sacrifice for all people for all time. So Christ has now become the high priest over all the good things that have come. He has entered that greater, more perfect tabernacle in heaven, which was not made by human hands and is not part of this created world. With his own blood, not the blood of goats and calves, he entered the most holy place once for all time and secured our redemption forever. Under the old system, the blood of goats and bulls and the ashes of a heifer could cleanse people's bodies from ceremonial impurity. Just think how much more the blood of Christ will purify our consciences from sinful deeds so that we can worship the living God. For by the power of the eternal Spirit, Christ offered himself to God as a perfect sacrifice for our sins. That is why he is the one who mediates a new covenant between God and people, so that all who are called can receive the eternal inheritance God has promised them. For Christ died to set them free from the penalty of the sins they had committed under that first covenant. I encourage Christians to study what happens on Yom Kippur, know what that passage means. Why did the high priest have to offer his own bull? Why was there a red heifer in the ashes? Why were there goats who were set aside, one to wander into the wilderness as a sacrifice for the sins for all people? These are important symbols to understand Jesus has accomplished it all. He has fulfilled all the requirements of the law, all the requirements of the Torah, so that you and I can have the privilege of the new covenant made in his blood. Well, today, let's join with the Jewish people. They have this wonderful prayer. I encourage Christians to look at it. Jesus talked about it. He talked about the tax collector who stood at the back of the temple, and he would beat his chest and say, "Have mercy on me, a sinner." And that's exactly a picture of the Vidui prayer. The people beat their heart and say, it's from our heart that these sins have come. We have no excuse for it. It's from ourselves that we have turned from you. Here's a portion of that prayer. We have turned away from your commandments and from your laws. And at the end, we came to realize that our rebelliousness has not served us any good. You are just and righteous in your judgment and in your verdict. And we admit that whatever misfortune is befalling us, it is the fruit of our own doing. You have taught us to seek righteousness, but we ignored you, and we have brought wickedness upon ourselves.